All right. Excuse me while I ramble. Currently, I have a 10-seater StreamYard. That 10-seater StreamYard currently has these members. Make sure that shows through. Okay. I have Ariel, Killen, me, and two email addresses for Izzy. We currently have the destinations. Finkel 2. Make sure that comes through on the recording. Yeah, okay. We have the destinations Finkel 2, Killing Time, FMAC Podcast, FMAC Buccaneers, Aereo, and Izzy. Wait a minute, where's Muckster? I did not remove Muckster. I don't know if Izzy did that or if Muckster did that. Very similar to the members. I did not remove Muckster. Again, I don't know if Izzy did. Frankly, if she did, I wouldn't blame her. Because if she did Thanksgiving, it would probably be a reaction to Muckster. You deleted her. It's not the first time you deleted her. So I don't know what happened there. I did not delete Muckster. It is my intention, as of the time of this recording, for Muckster to not be on it. I'm considering letting him back on. Back to the destinations. Is this still showing? Okay, back to the destinations. I just now realized that the Muckster channel's not on there. I didn't catch that earlier when I looked. If any admin, any StreamYard admin, any of these members, admin, owner, admin, if any of them have this StreamYard and they are admins, they can physically post a stream to any of these channels. I made a mistake. In hindsight, it was a mistake. It was meant out of generosity of sharing. I made the mistake of saying many, many times, and I meant it right up until Thanksgiving afternoon, that any of the people who are listed as a StreamYard admin can use my channel to stream anything they want to. That mistake, I think, was a leading contributor to what happened on Thanksgiving. What happened on Thanksgiving is I was running a marathon, or attempting to run a marathon, a telethon, a chatathon, talkathon, whatever you want to call it. It was my intention that any of the hosts at the time, we had all of these, and we had Muckster, and we had Nikki, and one of the channel names was in here too. I don't remember which channel name. And I repeated all up to and including Thanksgiving Day that any of them could come in and make decisions, and I would not overrule them. That led to the misperception that the various admins could make decisions on each other. That's a paradox. If I will not overrule Muckster and he slams Izzy, or if I will not overrule Izzy and she slams Muckster, I've created a paradox because I'm not going to override it. So I admit that mistake and I retract it now. The only admins who are going forward allowed to start streams, end streams, come in and kick people out to make such decisions for this channel, for Finkel. The only admins, until further notice, are Izzy and Finkel. If I return memberships, well, Ariel and Killing Time have never done anything that I would second guess, but I am retracting that just to avoid the potential for a future similar conflict. It's my channel, and right now I extend that to Izzy. I'm asking Izzy to not influence, impact, control, stream to Killing Time Passing Through, FMAC Podcast, FMAC Buccaneers, Ariel. And if, I don't know what happened to the Muckster channel destination, but to that one too, if we put it back in there. I'm thinking this through as I go. So if you are an admin and you come into this page, is it showing on the recording? Yes. If you're an admin and you come into this page and you start a new live stream, unless you're Izzy or Finkel, do not live stream to this channel. Do not end stream on this channel. Do not come into this channel and try to control anything. That ship has now sailed. I'm going to make the same thing for the Finkel 2 channel. I don't use that much. It's pretty much a fail-safe channel in case I ever get kicked off the YouTube as Finkel. Killing Time Passing Through. Haven't really spoken to Killing Time in a long time about his channel, and same with Ariel. But I'm not going to influence Killing Time Passing Through's channel, FMAC Buccaneers, or Ariel. And if Muxter's channel is returned, I'm not going to influence that channel. We did have some free trade agreements in the past. I'm ending them now. You're probably wondering, what does that matter if I'm not an admin on your channel? What I'm considering doing, and Muxter and Nikki, primarily for you guys, is returning you to seats on the StreamYard. Not I have to remember, StreamYard is separate from channel. These are channels, and these are StreamYard seats. If I return Muxter and Nikki here, it is so that they can continue with their plans to do things like one-on-one with STD 58. I think it's not in here yet, December 13th. And I think there's one in the plans for one-on-one with Carrie with a K. What I'm considering is returning Nikki and Muxter to the seat lists, but not as admins, as co-hosts. If you recall, those of us who have been on this for a while, a co-host cannot start a stream. I believe they cannot end a stream unless the last one to leave, and they end it by just leaving and the stream closes. If I return you and you find out you can, let me repeat. You cannot. You are not allowed to do it to Finkel, Finkel 2, or Izzy. And if I return you and you do that, the removal will be forever and permanent. How long is forever? I think the StreamYard account closes either the beginning of January or middle of January. I don't recall. I'll know when I get the email that says, hey, your account is about to expire. What do you want to do? Whatever. Bear with me. I'm thinking this through as I'm doing it. Yeah. I want Muxter and Nikki to be able to continue with their podcast plans. And if you're dependent on this, I don't want to get in the way of that. I'm not hateful at Muxer or Nikki. I'm angry, and I realize some of that anger is perception. I perceive Nikki body shaming and calling Izzy a bitch. However, Nikki explained to me in an email that that was a different conversation. She was off mute, and someone in her family was talking about somebody else in their extended family, and the response was, "quote What a bitch," end quote. I perceive that to be her watching Izzy on my channel, and she explained that's not what happened. Okay, uh, don't know if it's my perception or what really happened, but part of my reaction was due to my perception. And I'm sorry, Muxer, if you're going to judge me on misperceiving something and reacting, now's the time to AAR what happened Thanksgiving. You may recall about the time that you and I went after Jeffrey on the F3 channel was because he threw Izzy under the bus publicly. He presented something very quickly and very maliciously to what we thought was a member of his team. At the time, I thought Jeffrey had served with Izzy and Josh and Dirty Hippie. I realized that he's just a veteran who didn't serve with them, but they connected on the veteran status. Um, I also did perceive that they were members of the same channel, just like all of you were members of the Finkel channel. What do we call it? We call it something, Old Sarge Finkel. Yeah. At the time, that was our perception that as a team member threw a team member under the bus. And I'm very opposed to that. I'm thinking, Muxer, when I'm mad at you, or if you're mad at me, we keep it behind the scenes. We have our conversations behind the scenes. Uh, I'm going to post this unlisted if I review it and I agree with everything I say. I'll post it unlisted and send it to you all, BCC, and I'll be looking forward to your feedback because your feedback is important here. But anyway, about that time that everyone said we were white knighting for Izzy, and we somewhere shortly after that we extended StreamYard to allow her on. We had plans of Izzy joining the team. Izzy could not consume the time because between her salary job and her elected job and her medical situation, which I don't know what Nikki knows, so I won't go into detail what that is, she would be for a time very limited to her ability to add, to contribute, to participate. We understood that. We agreed with that. I don't know what changed with Muxer to go under the perception, well, she hasn't been participating. She has no say. Well, that's not what we went into. We went into that someday when she is better and has more time and is less politically in the public eye, she will be participating. And that's where she is now. And not now after Thanksgiving, now as in several days before Thanksgiving. And this is going to be my failure. Izzy started talking to me about co-hosting a show on my channel periodically. We hadn't decided if it was going to be weekly, monthly, bi-weekly, but she started talking about it. But at the time, Muxter, I'm sorry, but you were playing some strange games. You were deleting her conference room. Home. You were, scroll down, you were deleting this. Why? Because she hasn't been participating. What does she need StreamYard for? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. She's been added to the StreamYard as we agreed several months ago, because eventually, when she's in a place medically where she can participate more, and her busy schedule of two jobs, being a mom, all that stuff, was in a place where she could. She's there now, and she has been talking to me about it. The reason I didn't bring it up with Muxer is because you're deleting this or changing the name. I'm not sure. And you were removing her from text chains that were intended to include all the members. Uh, there was a text chain that grew to Ariel, Killen, Finkel, Izzy, Muxter, Nikki. I think, yeah, okay, six of us. You would do things like remove her from it, and then when someone would try to add her back into it, you'd create a new one without her on it. You're playing these angry games. So okay, I don't know what it was, but you were obviously pissed off at Izzy for whatever reason. What you articulated out loud was her lack of participation. Uh, but again, I repeat myself. Uh, the art, the lack of participation was known to be something that was going to happen, and and eventually it was hoped that she would be where she is now. Where she is now is she wants to participate. She's able to participate, and up until your reactions on Thanksgiving, she thought she was welcome. Well, as the owner of the StreamYard you're looking at, she is still welcome, and she is an admin. Killing Time and Ariel, who have never crossed any lines that I'm aware of, they are also admins. What I'm considering doing, in fact, what I'm pretty sure I'm going to do, uh, mainly because people out there are expecting it. You got some podcast plans. I'm considering returning Muxter and Nikki to the list of members, but not as admins, as co-hosts. As co-hosts, you cannot start streams. You have to have an admin start the stream. And if I'm wrong about that and I add you as a co-host, do not touch, manage, host on Finkel, Finkel 2, or Izzy. Uh, but I believe you cannot start a stream. As such, Ariel, Killing Time, Izzy, or Finkel will have to start the stream for you and walk away. Really, Ariel and Killing Time, it's up to them and you guys. But I will not participate for the foreseeable future in podcasts, in chat and play, on the Muxter channel, then well at the Ariel channel or the Killing Time channel. Now, there you go. Let me point out something, not really meant as a slam, but as an awareness. Muxer seems to be mad at Izzy for lack of participation and then now being able to participate. Killing Time also has not been participating much, nor Oreo, actually, minimally, and recently have upped their participation. Yet, up until Thursday, we were F Mac, Finkel, Muxer, Ariel, Killer, Killing Time. Killing Time, Ariel, and Izzy all have equally understandable reasons for the lack of participation, yet Muxer, for some reason, is mad at Izzy for it. And maybe it's because Izzy's coming in like she wants to participate now. Uh, that was always intended, at least from my perspective. Well, Izzy's here. Izzy's here to stay, and Izzy is making decisions, at least for the Izzy channel and the Finkel channel. Um, and until unless we work all this out to where we're all buddy friendly, um, I'm asking her not to touch the other channels, just Finkel and the Izzy channel. Um, but I'm curious why Izzy is so hard slammed by Muxter for not participating and now participating. Um, they all have reasons for not participating, but we're not mad. We're Buxer's not mad at Ariel or Killing Time, and he shouldn't be. But I also think he shouldn't be at Izzy for the same reasons. Yeah. Okay. You have an issue of Izzy. I get it. Izzy's an admin. Izzy's an admin to stay until she no longer wants to be an admin. And Izzy and I have been in discussions about some things to do with the Finkel channel, not the FMAC channel, not the podcast channel, the Finkel channel, which I said it earlier on in this recording is no longer a channel where everyone co-owns. It's my channel. Uh, Many people have said that I should make it my channel all along, and uh, my new month's resolution is yeah, it's my channel, and I'm permitting Izzy to call shots on it. What happened Thursday, Thanksgiving? Um, I once again opened the possibility for anybody on this list who was on this list that we're showing now to make decisions, and I would not overrule them. The paradox is that goes for Izzy, that goes for Muxer, it goes for any of the people on this list who joins on Thanksgiving Day or any other day. And the paradox is, what if Izzy and Muxer go at it? How can I not overrule either? Um, well, Muxer ended the stream. He ended the stream not just for me and Izzy, but all the people who were on the panel at the time and all the audience members. And that, I'm sorry, really pissed me off and made me second guess my choice to make everyone a co-owner of Finkel. Okay, everyone is not a co-owner of Finkel. Finkel is off limits to everyone as a moderator, host, controller, decision maker, uh, except for Izzy and Finkel. You guys are welcome in chat. Uh, if you want to be on panel, let me know in chat or let Izzy know in chat that you want to be on panel because you still have the physical ability to be in the basement. And Izzy and I will have to work hard to remember just because you're in a basement doesn't necessarily mean you want up. Um, but here's the problem with some of Izzy and mine plans, hopes. We're going to add other people. I believe when we have a full, if everybody who can hear my voice now is on this seat, that's 6 seats. It's a 10-seater. There's 4 slots. Izzy and I are considering adding to that. Here's the potential dilemma with that. As you can see, what I see, you all would be able to see if you were logged into the StreamYard, each other's email addresses. I make no secret of my email address. I believe Ariel and Killing Time don't want their email addresses to be seen, and I have no idea if Nikki wants her email address to be seen, and I have no idea if Muxer wants his. I don't think Muxer's too concerned about his email address because it's his YouTube email address. It's not his actual email address, like mine. I like Kimchi. That's not the real me. That's just the email I use for Delphi, for YouTube, and to give marketers a spam address. Go ahead and spam me at this address. Don't spam my real one. Let's say we add G2, which, as the owner of the StreamYard, I reserve the right to add G2. G2 will now be able to see Ariel's email address, Kellen Time's email address, and presumably Nikki and Muxer if you guys come back as co-hosts. That's why I want to leave it up to each of you. Ariel and Kellen, do you want to remain on this list where someone like, I don't know, G2, Scotto, No, I'm not going to have Jeffrey. Jeffrey, Jeffrey's on the permanent Finkel anger list. Um, but let's say I bring G2 up. G2 is known to be in the same circle as Jeffrey. What is to stop G2 from copying these email addresses and passing them on to Jeffrey? Nothing except the honor system. Moxter, Nicole, Nikki, it's Nikki, not Nicole. I'm sorry, I have a daughter named Nicole, and sometimes I call her Nikki. So I'm not calling you Nicole because that's some other name I know you by. It's just I get tongue tied. Okay. Yes, these email addresses can be seen by all the other seat owners, whether they're an admin, a co-host, or the owner. We can see each other's emails, and I'm pretty sure Killentime has made it clear he doesn't want his email to be known. I think Ariel the same thing. I have no idea about Nikki. Nikki, Muxter, Killen, Ariel. Uh, do you guys want the potential of someone like, I don't know, G2, Scotto, anybody else in Izzy's circle, anybody else in my circle, of not seeing your name? Um, Let me know if you'd like to be removed. I don't know how to conceal it, or if you'd like to generate a fake email, not a fake email, but a secondary Gmail account or Yahoo account, whatever, so they don't see the email that you're concerned about. Same of Nikki and Moxter. Uh, as of now, when I'm recording this, I'm intending to return Nikki and Moxter to this as co-hosts, so they can continue on with some of their interview plans, and in hopes that someday we're all friends again. I mean, I still consider you guys friends, especially make clear, Ariel and Killing Time. I've never been angry at you guys in any way, shape, or form. Muxer, right now I'm angry at you. I don't dislike you. Nikki, I'm angry at you, not as much, but I don't dislike you. Uh, and that's why I would like to facilitate or allow you to be able to use this tool to stream your interviews and what have you. As I understand it, Muxter still has a two-seater StreamYard, so it is quite possible you guys can work around this without this. But I guess the point of this part of this ramble, this rant, is there will be other people that you may or may not trust with this information, these email addresses. Before I make any decisions, do you want to change your email address? Do you want to not be included on this StreamYard platform? Because, well, maybe you're mad at Izzy and you're afraid that she will share that. Um, ask everyone who can hear my voice, do not share these top email addresses. They've asked for those to stay confidential. I'm not aware of any updates to that. And if I find out anyone shared either of these two email addresses other than the email owner of those addresses, just like if you delete or hinder any of the other channels, I will permanently remove you from the from this StreamYard platform. Keep in mind, everything's temporary. The StreamYard platform expires sometime in January. I don't remember the date in January, but who knows? Maybe I won't renew it. Maybe I won't be able to afford renewing it. Um, or maybe I'll like it and want to keep on going with the 10-seater. It ain't cheap. And that's not meant to make anyone feel guilty. It's a financial decision to make when this one expires. Do I renew it? Do I reduce it? I don't know. Haven't quite got there yet. It's well, as I'm recording this, it's early in the morning on November 30th. We got the entire month of December to figure it out. Well, actually, not the entire month. We do have to figure out if before December 13th, you guys want to be co-hosts, or do you want to use Muxter's two-seat StreamYard? I don't know. I'm open to any of these options, and I understand the desire to keep emails somewhat anonymous. My email, I like kimchi91 at gmail.com is very open. It's not the real me. No big deal. I think it is a big deal for Killen, and I think it's a big deal. It might be a big deal for Ariel. I'm not sure. I have no idea what Jess Muxer and Nikki feel about it, but know this, that I'm calming down, and you are welcome back as co-hosts, not admins, not yet, on a probational period. But if that's the case, know that your whatever email you want me to use will be seen by future owners, and those future owners, seat holders, and those future seat holders may very well be G2 or other people in Izzy's orbit. Um, and such people, I don't know, would they see those emails and distribute them, dox them, share them? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, um, if there's any more deletions on StreamYard, on my StreamYard, without my permission, um, be it known now that I will not tolerate it. And if you do come back or stay on this StreamYard and you delete or control channels that aren't yours to control, it will be a one-way removal, one-way permanent removal. Does that mean a month until this expires, or does that mean another year if I renew? I don't know, but yeah, we can't tolerate sabotaging each other's stuff. And as the channel owner, I'm not going to tolerate it. Again, just a recap of my after action view or my 10th step. Yep, I screwed up by saying everyone can control my channel. Well, I'm retracting that now, and I really I don't understand the anger towards Izzy. It seems a lot like what Jeffrey went through with Izzy being on F3. It feels like somebody is mad at Izzy because she's getting attention. Not accusing, just sharing my perception. That's what I'm perceiving right now. Anyway, I will watch this, make sure everything comes out the way I want it to come out, and if I don't have to take another edit of it, I will send you the link in BCC, so you don't have to go back and forth with yeah, but she said this and he said this. I'm sending it out BCC if it meets meets what I wanted to transmit, and I won't make any more adjustments to the members, including adding new members, for at least let's say 48 hours. So I give people a chance to say, "Hey, take me off," or people a chance to say, "Don't put me back on," or put yeah. Uh, I'm sorry. New members will not be any current members' decision, but my own. Current members and returning members, uh, I'm going to leave it up to you if you want me to remove you. Whether or not Izzy retaliated and took Muxter off, or if Muxter took himself off, I don't know. I'm not going to investigate, and I don't really care. In the heat of the moment, whatever happened is understandable. Muxter said it's either me or her. If he acted out on that, understandable. He was angry in the moment. If Izzy said, well, he did it to me, I'm going to do it to him, it's understandable. So who did what in after that stream got shut down on Thanksgiving? I don't care. I'm going to put it behind me other than trying to learn from it. And what I've learned from it is my channel's my channel, and my StreamYard is my StreamYard. And I apologize for changing that from what I started out as. Everyone, communism, everyone has equal right, equal say. Uh, yeah, that ship sailed. Anyway, okay, I'm probably repeating myself, so I'm going to end this recording now. And Well, wish everyone a good day, good life, good stream, whatever the case may be. Cheerio. Yeah, cheerio.